We are live. Hopefully this is live and good. If anyone's out there, say hello, let me know. I think I can see this stuff. Looks pretty good. See Izzy's on here. Izzy, you on there? Talk to me, man. Right. You hearing me okay? Let me know if you're hearing me okay as I start this stream. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming to the celebration of the new album. Loud and clear. Perfect. All right, man. So, yeah, welcome. Pretty excited. The new album is done. There's a lot of stuff going on this screen, so that's going to be distracting as heck. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Esther, how are you? Ron, Dave, Nancy, Tina, beautiful. So yeah, it's exciting. The album's pretty much is done, other than I'm cutting a couple of horn parts Wednesday, last minute horn parts. But the rest of the album is mixed. A new song kind of snuck on there, so we are pretty excited. Nice shirt, thanks, John. Thank you very much. I wore this in honor of Candy Kelson, who I just recently played Daryl's house, and she had posted a picture of a guy in a shirt like this, and I said, I have that shirt. I'm gonna wear it, and and then I decided last minute to wear like a really nice jacket that I thought was even cooler, and Candy was disappointed. So I wore this for her because she did pre-order. She should be on here. So Candy, this shirt is for you. Yeah, let's play some tunes, right? I'm going to play the whole album, I think. I'm going to try like heck. So some of these I haven't even played yet, but let's see what happens. I'm going to go in order that I wrote them, maybe. So this is one that I actually re-recorded for this album that was on the last Bell of the Fall album. And it was a super slow two-part harmony ballad, and now it's more of like a Keith Richards tune. So maybe all I need is to not lose my mind. Maybe all I need is you. Maybe I should step back and take some time. Maybe all I need is you. Maybe it's a chapter or just a single line. Maybe all I need is you. Maybe we're disaster, perfectly harmonized. Maybe all I need is you. If I could go back and do it all right, I'd still wanna be with you. If it only lasted just one night, I'd still wanna be with you. If I hold your hand a little too tight, it's only 'cause I wanna be with you. If we are disaster, perfectly harmonized, I only wanna be with you. If I may, I'll embrace all your ways, catch your every fall. If I hold your hand a little too tight, it's only 'cause I wanna be with you. And if we are disaster, perfectly harmonized, I only wanna be with you. I need is you. Thank you very much. I'm assuming you're all applauding. Hey, Abe, good to see you on here. Tom Patron, hello, welcome. Candy is here. Hopefully you heard my speech about the shirt. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out. Thanks to everyone that pre-ordered. It really means a lot to me. I've worked really hard on this record, and I think you're all going to like it a lot. So, what was I going to say? I think my brother might be on here. He was having dinner. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to my brother. So yeah, that was kind of the first song that was written because I wrote it for another album. And then maybe I won't do that idea. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep mixing it up. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna just play tunes for you off of the new record. There's 11 so far. I think I'll probably only put 9 on the actual record, but as you pre-ordered, you're gonna get them all. So this one's called Small Town America, which is the name of the album. I'm not sure if you all see that live, like how long it's been going in the left, whatever corner that is. I don't know. I'm on a time delay, so if I do this, it takes a minute for it to happen. So I'm going to hold a hand up. I guess it's on this side, yeah. So anyways, the album art is there. I'm not sure if it's behind that for you as well. So, but David Lovelace, who is watching, did the artwork, and I'm pretty excited about that. So it's called Small Town America, and this is the song. And how we doing for sound? Any of you musicians out there? We're doing good. Everything sounds good. Sounds okay. Guitar's fine. I don't know if I need to swipe this up or down or which way these comments are going. I'll assume it's sounding good. The old church is an off-track betting. The mini mart does drive-through weddings, and all the storefronts go by a different name. Diner serves as a discotheque. The fast food joint sells toys for sex in a back room, so no one feels ashamed. The town I grew up in, it's just not the same. Looking back, I can see the cracks. I loved her just the same. The town drunk is the interim mayor. Platform is a single payer where the first 2 drinks at the old dive bar are free. It's a small town America, small town America, all grown up in the 21st century. The town drunk is the interim mayor. His platform is a single payer where the first 2 drinks at the old dive bar are free. The downtown has been boarded up, and a big box store is where I get my stuff. The price is right, and with a discount it's almost free. The town I grew up in, it's just not the same. Looking back, I can see the cracks. I loved her just the same. And it's a small town America, small town America, all grown up in the 21st century. This would be where the solo section was. So at that point, I will talk through this section and tell you a little bit about the process of writing this album and this song. Most of my songs are works of fiction with a little bit of truth in them. So for this one here, it started with the Seed seeing in Torrington. The old off-track betting is now a Unitarian church. So I took that and reversed it, and the song began. But the downtown, some of it is boarded up, so there is little bits of truth in there. I based the one verse where it says, what does it say? The town drunk is the interim mayor. His platform is a single payer, where the first 2 drinks, the old dive bar, are free. There was a guy that used to hang at Water Street who ran for mayor. And I saw him recently, and he was super drunk, and he has kind of become the town drunk. So that was kind of based on him, but he never really had a platform where the single payer, where the first 2 drinks at the old dive bar are free. I kind of made that up, but it made the song better, I thought. So, but that's kind of it. We just take off and run with it, and the song started, and the album began. Small Town America. The town I grew up in, it's just not the same. Looking back, I can see the cracks. I loved her just the same. And it's a small town America, small town America, all grown up in the 21st century. Small town America, small town America, all grown up in the 21st century. Thank you much, thank you much. I'm gonna check these comments here, see what we got going on. I think there might be more down there, but I don't know if I can find those. So anyways, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the pre-order. I do really appreciate it. That is the title track of the album. That'll probably come out as a single in the summer. The first single is going to be a song called Everybody Danced. Let's see, what do we want to play here? This one, Oh, you know what? I'll play the very last one I wrote. I just wrote one this week. That's going to sneak on the album. Thanks, Ronnie. Excellent song, he says. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. So this is it. This is the newest song on the album. It felt like I had one too many ballads. There's like 3 ballads that were on there, and I think one won't be on the finished album now. And I'm going to replace it with this song. I just wrote it. I've never probably played it fully through, so we'll see what the heck happens. But have you ever found yourself in such a situation you can't find your way out? Seems we've all had some sort of trials and tribulations running roundabout. If all for one were truly one for all, we would never have to take the fall. Someday we'll all be part of higher education, that I have no doubt. Is this a final destination, baby? Or is it just another life? Is it one-off liberation, maybe? Or is it just another life? Have you ever felt like you've known someone for ages, yet they just walk through the door? Seems at times when crossing the line to many stages, we have been here before. When times get tough, the tough may go, but it seems to me they never know. Every time I hit the limit of my patience, somehow my faith is restored. Is this a final destination, maybe? Or is it just another life? One-off liberation, baby? Or is it just another life? Final destination, baby? Is it just another life? One-off liberation, maybe? Is it just another life? So that's the newest track. Candy put some star emojis, so I assume that's a good thing. And there's a big guitar solo in there and stuff, so I think that's going to be a really cool tune on the album. Let's see, what else do we got? So this is probably the first one I wrote for this album. Although I lied and said I wrote All I Need Is You first. But I wrote this song a few years ago for the Rise Up album, and it never got used. It just kind of didn't fit that dark vibe of that album. So we kind of canned the tune. Thanks, Lisa. And it didn't go on that album, and it is a duet. I recorded it with someone maybe a year ago, and then it just felt like it needed Julia to sing on it. And it turned out she just didn't understand one of the lines, so she never liked the song. She finally admitted that. So the story is about two different people. They both think they're the last person on Earth, and it's kind of fitting with the whole, the crazy times we're having. But both of these characters think they're the last person on Earth, and that's kind of how the story starts, and that's how it goes. So in it, there's a line that says there's a finality in finally. And what she didn't really understand is that the character was kind of always wanted to be alone. So the character said, finally I'm alone, but then realized that there's a big finality in that, in having finally. Seemed like I froze on my end a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Dylan thinks this song is going to be about her. I did write a song about Dylan, but I don't remember that one. I'd have to re-remember that. So, but here's this song. It's called Soul Survivor. And it is a duet. I'm going to sing both parts, so. I'm independently independent, soul survivor, lone descendant of a race of people that were just like me. And here's the other part. I'm positively positive, the only person who somehow lived. Here's a tale of what came to be. We both thought we were alone, cast aside to forever roam, undeniable true autonomy. Questioning fatalism, solitary in our wisdom. There's a finality in finally. Unequivocally quizzical, which comes across as cynical, but most days I still believe. I'm optimized for optimism, ebb and flow with the rhythm, disregard all the things I've seen. We both spend all our nights searching for signs of life the stars would guide by land and sea. Most days hope was lost. At what price, such a cost? There's a reality in eternity.
One day at my lowest low, I stumbled on another soul. We joined hands instantly. Not a word was spoken there. We understood in a mutual stare. We would live harmoniously.
So that's Soul Survivor, which is a really nice duet. That's the one I'm considering. I'm not sure if it's going to be on this album. It will get released. I'm thinking about doing a straight up, really stripped down acoustic record next. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's one. It's kind of this last, it's really like the last Belle of the Fall song, because it's basically, we sang it, so it sounds like a Belle of the Fall song, which are all those kind of two-part harmonies that Belle of the Fall did were songs that I wrote. Julia kind of didn't write that way. She thought more melodically. It sounds exactly like a Belle of the Fall song because it's the two of us singing them and the same person writing it. So is that a Brian Setzer Gretsch? It's the Chet Atkins model, the 61... what the heck is it? The 6120, the Chet Atkins model. So, yeah, this is my Taylor nylon. I realized I haven't played it in a long time yesterday as I looked at it, and Christy Flagg was here, and I said, man, I really like that guitar. I used to play this guitar pretty exclusively as I sat around the house, so I figured I'd break it out and play it a little bit. So... back to the album. Let's see what we got here. It does sound like a Belle of the Fall song. Yeah, that's it. Because like I said, kind of, it's funny, like all of those two-part harmonies are songs that I wrote. So those are Belle of the Fall songs. Signed? Yes, Chet Atkins signed it. Yes, it's a Chet Atkins signed model. It's the real one. It's no joke, that one, man. It's a no-joke model. Oh, so that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Easy. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll keep rocking through some tunes off the album here. There are a couple covers, and this is one of them. I'll play you this one. There's two covers, and Glenn and I are in a fight about which one's going to be on. I'm not sure I want to put, Dylan thinks I can see her. Hey, Dylan, how are you? And there's a nice little child's piano solo on that last song that I may have borrowed Dylan's piano for. So, so there's two covers. I did a cover of Sugar Mountain, and I did a cover of Maybe It's Time from Jason Isbell. I really like the Sugar Mountain cover. Glenn really likes the Maybe It's Time cover. Again, you are all gonna get these because you pre-ordered. So have no fear. But in the fall, I'll release the actual record. You're gonna get kind of an exclusive copy that I only make however many copies of, probably 150 or something. Yeah, that album, the album in the fall will probably only have 9 to 10 songs on it, and it probably won't have 2 covers on it. I've never even released a cover on an album, so 2 would be crazy. Tina says maybe it's time. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with barkers and colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. Leaving there too soon. It's so noisy at the fair, all your friends are there, and the candy floss you had, your mother and your dad. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the barkers and the color balloons. You can't be 20, oh, Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. Leaving there too soon. There's a girl just down the aisle, you turn to see her smile, can hear the words she wrote as you read that hidden note. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the barkers and the color balloons. You can't be 20, oh, Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. Leaving there too soon.
It's like the shortened version of that song. So Nancy says Sugar Mountain. I think Nancy's right. Dave says listen to Tina for that. Someone says they can't find it. Oh, you found it though. I saw you on here. So anyways, yeah, so that's up and up. So remember that one, you all. I'll let you have a vote on it. Not that I may not listen to any of you, but I will let you have a vote. That's one of the options for the album. Maybe It's Time is the other. So we'll see. So I will play that in a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I'll play this one here. So this is one. It's funny. Like, I think my dad might be on here. If he is, I'll explain this before I play it. Because it mentions a father and a mother and a sister and a brother, all of which I have, but they're not really the ones in this song. It does talk about my brother being overseas, but that's kind of the only similarity in that line. Yeah. So anyways, this isn't. You're not in this song, Dad. Don't get nervous. Don't feel bad. Yeah. Sometime when I was a kid, we were rehearsing at a place, and I don't know if some of you would know Bob Pease and Dawn Ross the Pease now. Their dad and my dad were friends, and they were building a house together, and we rehearsed in the basement before it was finished, before they sold it. And Bob, the dad, found the lyrics to Slayer's, I think it was Rain and Blood, and thought we were Satan worshipers and didn't realize it wasn't even our song, you know? So anyways, sometimes lyrics aren't always true. So anyways. This is called, and it's called My Father. So, and this is the one, if you saw the big, the promo I did, it has the big kind of Roger Waters kind of sound to it. Big choirs, Christy Flagg and I did a big choir to it. We put strings on it, and it's this big song, but here's the acoustic version.
I looked to my father and I heard what he said. He said, son, you are different. Left things unsaid, and I cried. How I cried till I had no more tears in my eyes, and I lay down my head and escape to a place in my mind. Ran to my mother and she took me aside, said, your father's been drinking, so stay out of sight. And we cried, how we cried. She pulled me close and I stayed by her side. The light through her dress was enough to make it alright for a time. The branches of this family tree lay broken and tangled and so hard to see. I don't have the history to say what will be. The roots run deep and strong with time. The soil's imperfect and chokes out some life. Leave the fools to guess what'll be left when we die. My sister, she set out as soon as she could, leaving us wanting and misunderstood. And she failed, though she tried to run from a past she so often denied. It's hard to find ground when the bottom is nowhere in sight. Wrote to my brother who was still overseas, looking for wisdom and maybe relief. And I swear, though I tried, with a pen I set out with my words to take flight. And for moments it appeared we'd left it all behind, so behind. And the branches of this family tree, broken and tangled and so hard to see. I don't have the history to say what will be. And the roots run deep and strong with time, but the soil's imperfect and chokes out some life. Leave the fools to guess what'll be left when we die. I looked to my father and I heard what he said. Said, son, you are different, and left things unsaid. And I cried, how I cried. Cried till I had no more tears in my eyes, and I lay down my head and escaped to a place in my mind.
Thank you much. Thank you much. Yeah, so that one, I really like that tune. It's like this bit. That's the one too. I don't know if you've seen it. Glenn Nelson plays all over this record. I know he's watching. Thank you. He's like my kind of partner in crime at the studio. We recorded it and then we realized, man, we need to go. And Joe DeBlasi, another good friend of mine, has a Steinway B, and we went up and I started partnering with him at the studio anyways. And so we went up and recorded it on this it's a 1916 Steinway B. It's like $110,000 piano. Amazing, like you play one chord on it and you're like, oh my God, that's so amazing. So we went up and tracked the piano on that. And again, it's got strings and violins, cellos and choirs, and it's a really cool tune. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that, I think. Yeah, and Lisa, I see that too. So Lisa, someone texted me and it said like, are my temples going gray? And it's more just the lighting. So, and I got my friend Izzy, who's on here, to buy this softbox, and I feel like I sold it wrong because it's highlighting but there's a little bit of gray in my temples here, you know, but not as much as that light is showing right now. So anyways, so that's that tune. What else do we got going on? I'll play you the first single. I hope you're having fun. I'm glad you're hanging out. And you know, again, my gratitude for grabbing an album. I really appreciate it. It means the world to like have people, you know, actually get the music you're working on. So this is one called Everybody Dance. So a lot of these songs do have that kind of nostalgic small town America feel. This one certainly. This one we produced kind of like a Jackson Browne song. Excuse me, it's kind of up. And I should say Steve Peck played drums, I played bass, and Rich Hinman played guitar. And that's what was the main tracks to this song. We cut everything live. We cut the whole record in 2 days. And so it has this really nice actual, you know, feels like a band. I taught them the songs as we were going. Steve's plays here a lot. Rich, some of you know. It's funny, I just realized 8 years ago today was the If I Ever Get Away album release. And I'm pretty sure that's the one Rich played on. Rich is a guitar player, kind of a smaller guy. He's now he was actually going right from that gig to play the Today Show with Sarah Bareilles. So if you're at that show, maybe you remember that story. And Rich went on. He's now with Katie Lang, great guitar player. So he was here for the initial tracks. So we produced this one kind of like a Jackson Browne thing. Rich played lap steel. There's a lap steel over there on it, like a David Lindley kind of thing. And I think this is going to be the lead single, which should come out next month. And it is capoed, so let's see. And I saw something about nice performance from Christy. Thank you, Christy.
Some might say we were gone too long. In times like these, with nothing to show, and there were days we wrote the songs and everybody danced. Drinks were poured and hearts were filled. Some late nights our blood was spilled and stories told 1,000 times. Everybody dance. When I sit back and close my eyes, I see your face, there is no time. Past or present, we draw the line and choose our sides. Bonds were made that never died. Fractures splintered, immortalized. Tears and dreams, they flow like wine. Where everybody dance. Backroad sins on the county line. Underage and never more alive. Park the cars beneath the vines and everybody dance. When I sit back and close my eyes, I see your face, there is no time. Past or present, we draw the line and choose our sides. Thought of home, where it might be. I thought of you, and if you see the glory days inside your dreams when everybody danced. Some might say we were gone too long. In times like these, we've nothing to show, and there were days we wrote the songs and everybody danced. Everybody danced.
Thank you much. It's the anniversary of that show date. Nancy was there. Thank you, Nancy. I think you were front row, if I remember right. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out. LSG says, the lighting my ass. It really is. It's not that great. Hey, you know, happens to the best of us, you know. We all get gray, right? Or we get Grecian, one of the two. Just tune up a little bit here for you out of respect. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the single. It's yeah, it's kind of nice and up and does that thing. So it kind of hits right off the bat. So I think that's going to be the first one to come out. So, but then you'll have it by then, and you'll be able to have some input on the singles going forward too. So this is kind of the 6/8 ballad of the tune. And this is one, it's funny, like I played it last night for some folks just hanging around. But this is one, other than that, I only played the song one time through. And is Beans making a show? And I don't know where the heck Beans is. Hang on, I don't want to yell on the mic. Beans! Yo! Beans! See if he'll come. Hey, come here. He's like a dog, like I said, you know? So, oh, come here. Oh, he will come as you ask him. Hey, you good? Here's Beans. He'll come up and we'll play a song for you like this, maybe. We'll see. He likes sitting up here sometimes. Beans! So there's Beans. He made his cameo. What was I saying? So this one, I talked, and then he just splits. Beans, where you going, man? What's your problem? I talked the guys through this tune. I had charts written for them, and we talked through it, and we're like, yeah, it's a 6/8 thing. It's kind of, talk through what it was. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just play it and record it, see what the heck happens. We played it. It was like this magical take that was amazing, and that was it. We only played it once. I have like a hair in my mouth or something, probably from Beans. But so we played it once, and that was the tune. So I've never played it again. So here goes for that. So it is kind of cool that was the only version of it. And it's recorded on tape. Certainly the only time I've ever played it with a band. And this is that kind of nostalgic small town America tune.
It seems we've all grown up. The bonfires have died. Taking our chances and often denied dreams that we dreamed were barely alive. If I'm not mistaken, I can see in your eyes we're not done living and there's still some fight, and this might be the night. Meet me Virginia, top of that hill, where we first held hands and time stood still, and we'll sit and we'll drink till there's no more wine, recounting the times of our lives. The streets are all empty, town's long retired, the glory has faded since the mill last cried. Nothing's left standing, nor their sign of the promise once given for an honest day's grind. Try not to look, you pretend not to cry, and we both agree to the lie. Meet me, Virginia, top of that hill, where we first held hands, and time stood still, and we'll sit and we'll drink till there's no more wine, recounting the time of our lives. So meet me, Virginia, top of that hill, where we first held hands, and time stood still, and we'll sit and we'll drink till there's no more wine, recounting the time of our lives, recounting the time of our lives.
Thank you. Very John Prine. Thank you. That's a great compliment to me. Yeah, that's probably, I listened, that's probably one of his final album, The Tree of Forgiveness. I listened to a ton over the last couple of years. So that's my hope, is that when I'm in my 70s, I can write an album that good, like I think his last album was his best album. So I got a few more for you anyways, I think. I did that one. I'll do Baby It's Time, and then you can vote. Sweet tune. Thank you very much. I'm not sure who that is. Mr. Get Back, JoJo. I think that might, I don't know. So this is Maybe It's Time. This is the other cover. We'll let you guys fight it out. Glenn wants this one. I want Sugar Mountain. It is my face on the cover and stuff, so I'll probably win. But anyways, here's this song.
Maybe it's time to let the always die. Maybe it's time to let the always die. Takes a lot to change a man, and it takes a lot to try. Maybe it's time to let the always die. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. Some folks just believe in the things they've heard, things they've read. Nobody knows what awaits for the dead. I'm glad I can't go back to where it came from. Glad those days are gone, gone for good. I could take spirits from my past and bring them here. No, I would. No, I would. Nobody speaks to God these days. Nobody speaks to God these days. Like to think he's looking down, just laughing at our ways. Nobody speaks to God these days. When I was a child, they tried to fool me. The earthly man was lost and that hell was real. I've seen hell in Reno, and this was one big old Catherine way, spinning still. Maybe it's time to let the always die. Maybe it's time to let the always die. Takes a lot to change a man, hell a train to change your mind. Maybe it's time to let the always die. Maybe it's time to let the always die.
There it is. Maybe it's time Glenn says, oh, hey, Jeff, Particles of Light. I'm producing their album right now with those guys. Co-producing, I should say. It's going to be a great album, so you should check that out when it comes out. Particles of Light. Glenn, yeah, Candy says that as her vote. Dave Conley says can't go wrong with Neil. See, Dave knows, you know. Dave knows what's up. So, but again, you're going to get both, so don't worry about it. It might not go on the official album later on, but you're going to have the exclusive collector's edition that will have it, you know, and hopefully someday it'll be worth more than you paid for it. Trying to see if I missed any on this album. We're getting there. Everybody danced. I did all that one. I did that one. Oh, I have this one here. This is the one we're putting horns on. And I've had this one for a little bit. Exactly. Pre-orders get both. All the other suckers get just one. Yeah, that's it. You know, you feel like, yeah, that's it. You're going to get both for pre-ordering, so don't worry about it. So this is the one that's going to have big horns. It's almost like an NRBQ version. They're different on acoustic. You know, I can only do so much. I can't play horns. I can whistle while I do it. Thank you for the compliment, Candy. I try to do my best whistling as the Walton family whistlers.
We had the big wheel, and you got motorized bikes. Used to be about popular, now it's about how many lives. We got drunk and stoned, you go to a rave. Dragged a keg in a field, we both were underage. It's the same shit and a different day. Same shit and a different day. We had MTV and you got the internet. We had color TV if they could afford a set. We had Kurt Cobain and they had Marvin Gaye. They had Macklemore and you got Kid and Play. Oh, it's the same shit and a different day. Sorry, Dylan, if you're still watching. I didn't mean to swear. Same shit and a different day. We had Jane Fonda and you got the Dixie Chicks. We had Barack Obama and they had Tricky Dick. They had the Marquis de Sade and now there's Christian Grey. They both like to play a bit rough, but in a loving way. It's the same shit and a different day. Same shit and a different day. We had Johnny Cash and you got Luke Bryan. They had Bob Dylan and you got Miley Cyrus. We got rock and roll, you go stuck with rap. Vinyl still sounds good, MP3s sound like crap. Oh, it ain't like back in the day. Ain't like back in the day. No, it ain't like back in the day.
So yeah, so that one's getting the full horn treatment, and he's still not done with the horn. So that one, I'm thinking that's going to be on the album. It is my face on the oh yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it. You know, when your face is on the cover, you get to make some big decisions. So, Dee wanted to know if I think, I don't know, is Dylan 6 maybe? She just said, Did he just say shit? I don't think that's appropriate. Sorry, Dylan. I won't say it again, I promise. So yeah, and that's one too. It's fun. That song's been kicking around for a long time, and you heard in there. There's the line that says, "We got Jane Fonda. They had the Dixie Chicks. We got Barack Obama, and they had Tricky Dick." So it's that old. And then it's like we went through, Trump. And now, so Glenn wants it to be. They had Sleepy Joe Biden, so I'll let you vote on that too. Oh boy, not to get political at all, please don't. But yeah, it feels funny to be Barack Obama at this point because it's like I wrote it that long ago. So, anyways. There's one more tune, and this is one again. I've never played this song, so we'll see what happens. I saved the hardest for last. Perfect, good move, smart. What else? Someone else said something that I meant to respond to. The hell was Sam Elliott? I don't know what that one. We got Sleepy Joe. You had Tricky Dick. Yeah. It is a funny one, but everyone gets so upset these days about anything, you know what I mean? We got all three I got 3 votes for Sleepy Joe Biden. It's got a ring to it, right? So it'd be like, so here's your options, right? We got, they had Jane Fonda. You got the Dixie Chicks, right? Because Jane Fonda had her problem, Dixie Chicks, right? So again, we had Jane Fonda, and you got the Dixie Chicks. They had Barack Obama. We got Tricky Dick. Or they had, right? Then it was... We had Donald T. Trump, and they had Tricky Dick. And then it's been so long again since I had it. Now we're into... They had Sleepy Joe Biden, or we had Sleepy Joe Biden, and they had Tricky Dick. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, those are the options. So that's one because I'm not done with the horns, and I'll probably re-sing it once the horns are there. So we'll see. It's to be determined which president we're gonna have in there. So, yeah, one more tune, right? I don't mind. I'll play a couple oldies if you want, or we'll just say goodnight and we'll go cry ourselves to sleep, whichever one you vote for. Just kidding. Yeah, so I don't know if I can get through this, but we'll see what happens. And it's capo too, so that's always key. Here goes. Hope you guys are having fun. I'm sure Glenn, Dave, and Dave are hammering it up and doing their thing. So, yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. Let's just stop there, please. I don't mind if you sit this one out. I've asked too much already as of late. Don't find it strange that you're complicated and sometimes don't know just what to say. Don't care if you forget the days. The past is only a state of mind. I'm still a phone call. I won't be ashamed. I don't mind. I don't mind what your parents say. I understand their concerns and their peculiar ways. I don't find it strange that your friends think you need some time and that we're just a phase.
don't care if you're far away. The West Coast is only a plane ride. I'm just a phone call, I'll be on my way. I don't mind. I don't mind if you don't respond. I get that you're busy and started that new job. I don't worry that it's been more days than I care to count or need to let on. Maybe you're a little far away, starting to lose my state of mind. Return my phone call, even if it's late. I don't mind. We all can feel alone. It's a great big world you'll find. Don't be afraid, embrace the moments, see the signs. I don't care if you're far away, the West Coast is only a plane ride. It's just a phone call, I'll be on my way. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind.
So that's it. That's all the songs that have been recorded for this album. So the album, again, is done other than those horns. There's 11 songs, so 10 are already mixed and ready to go. So it's just finish the horns, mix that, and hopefully next week maybe I'll have the art finished up. The actual like back cover and everything else. So then probably 2 weeks out from that, it'll take to get the CDs. So hopefully like a month from today or so, you will have CDs at your doorstep, shirts, whatever bundles you went with, hoodies. Again, I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's kind of my story. So needs vibraphone, Glenn. Yeah, so that one has all kinds of stuff. Mike rules. Yeah, maybe I'll go out with Many Worlds Collide. How's that sound? I'll play one for you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for having a few laughs. Yeah, I'll play. I'll play that. Maybe I could play. I'll do two for you. How's that? Better Man and Many Worlds Collide.
Some say life's a game of give and take, and forgiveness is divine. While a good man learns from his mistakes, I know that love isn't blind. Some folks say you must learn to forget if you hope to get by. While the hard work may all be in vain, still I know I must try. It's a hard road to toe at the least, when it's built on a lie. But I'll fill in the holes, and despite being afraid, be a better man today. Some say you should only practice what you preach. Actions speak louder than words. But our house was built with many, many pigs, so casting stones would be absurd. And the water runs cold and deep when you're swimming for your life. If you'll throw me an oar, I will row until I break. Be a better man today. So as we question till death do us part, and what becomes of our seed, I will not give up on you, my love, that I promise faithfully. And the water runs cold and deep when you're swimming for your life. If you throw me an oar, I will row until I break. Be a better man today.
That's probably my favorite one to play. Not sure why, but it is. I'll do Many Worlds Collide, and then we'll sign off. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again for pre-ordering. And I will see you somewhere. I'm playing Daryl's house Thursday. If anyone's around, come out to Daryl's house. Come have dinner, hang out. You just got to go on the site where it says tickets and reserve a table. That is your ticket, basically. Yeah, come out Thursday, hang out, be fun. I'll play some more of these songs. So that's it, Many Worlds Collide.
There's many words and they're all true. One, I fell in love with you. And some we laugh, we cried and danced. Some worlds had other plans. There's one way we never met. At least it hasn't happened yet. There's even one where we are friends, but the tension never ends. I want you to fly to the world that satisfies you. Go there knowing I often think about you, if only for a night. We could find forever, may this be the night. Many worlds collide. As many worlds as there might be. One, you fell in love with me. One, you always run away. Most of them you decide to stay. There's one where you're always blue. There's nothing I can say to you. In a few you're forever young. Wish I could find my way to one. I want you to fly to the world that satisfies you. Go there knowing I often think about you, if only for a night. We could find forever, may this be the night. Many worlds collide. Many worlds collide.
Thank you again so much for hanging out. Thanks for the pre-order. Come see me at Daryl's house if you're around. I think we're going to do Hogan's again this year. yeah, that's about it. Thanks so much. And probably, like I said, probably about 4 weeks, I'll have CDs in hand and out to you. I'm hoping to get them in. Shirts are going to get ordered this week. Hoodies are going to get ordered, all that stuff. Ronnie, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks, everyone that kind of hung out and watched the show, whether you commented or not. And I will see you really soon. All right? Thank you. Ending stream.